Aries, welcome into your read. We are going to do a general reading for the dates of September the 21st through the 28th. We're going to take a look at your past, your present, your future, and then we're going to pull some cards from the cauldron to kind of help us as challenge cards to see what we might need to work on. So today we're going to be doing the reading on the back of not that card, but this card, the Emperor, because in the tarot, the Emperor is affiliated with Aries. It is the fire sign. So let's get into the read here and see what Aries wants to talk about in the recent past. Some fun facts here. Let's see, March 21st through April the 19th. So Aries is ruled by Mars. Oh boy. Okay. So right off the bat, Aries, we have Judgment in reversed and the Tower in reversed. Okay, so your dominant energy is, and I hate to start the reading this way, but it's putting something off. And that is about what we can say. Judgment in reversed is, you are not getting any peace, any justice on something. But also, the Tower in reverse means we're still putting something off. We're putting off a Tower moment here. It's in the feminine position, so I feel like you're treading lightly on this scenario here. We have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups talks about this nostalgic kind of a feeling, but then it's followed by the Devil card. So do not be afraid. Do not leave. Do not click away. We are going to figure this out, okay? You are chained to somebody or something. You love something. You've got this nostalgic feeling for something, someone, and you just cannot find anything to give you the right act on it. So, what are we putting off here? Okay, this is going to be the question. What is being put off? Is somebody, maybe moving out of your relationship, or are you putting off a relationship, or are you chained to a relationship? These are the questions, aren't they? Which is very surprising because the core trait of Aries is bold and impulsive. They act first and they'll question later. So it's surprising to see that Aries has put the brakes on something here. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Wands in the present right now. So the Nine of Pentacles in the upright obviously represents this kind of a financial stability. It also represents an earth sign, definite earth sign of being grounded, um, a respectful groundedness. But yet she is in the reversed. So we're going to take a look at why the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is. So this has got you either maybe self-worth, questioning yourself, because I kind of feel like that from the very beginning, but we could be talking about a financial matter, but I'm not really seeing that yet. But it's got you definitely looking off in another direction here, because we're followed by the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands, if you'll notice that the wand is the budding staff is pinned to the wall, meaning it's a stable. You're grounded. You've got some things under your belt, some accomplishments, but yet you're holding the globe. You've put your other staff up there on the wall saying, I'm looking out, or I'm looking into something. Perhaps you're looking in on a relationship, or looking in on another means of financial, or if you're looking towards this Nine of Pentacles as I'm about to make a change. And the great thing is that you've manifested you would probably be right now in this hermit phase. You've kind of isolated looking into this because the hermit is shining the light, in the way of the Two of Wands. So you're wanting some insight. The question that you have right now is, where do I move on to? Or if I do this, if I make this move, maybe towards perhaps leaving a relationship, because you're chained to this nostalgic way, which the Six of Cups talks about that. So, this beautiful spirit, this offering, this what used to be type thing, or you're chained to the what used to be. Excuse me, and you're putting off maybe perhaps this upheaval, this uprising that's going to take place. Okay. And if that's where you're at right now, um, we're going to find out that answer. Okay. If not, we're going to know, we're going to know which way direction we can go. So we ended in the grounding part with you're definitely making an ending. Okay. You're choosing an ending, maybe emotionally. You're choosing the ending because it's surrounded by the Hermit. Okay. The two choices here are, do I move forward, or do I end this, move forward? Those are the kind of choices you've got. And so in the future over here, we see this Knight of Cups offering, the romancer, um, the suave, super suave. This could be male, could be female. I'm not really, you know, kind of getting. We do see some masculine energies in the Devil. We do see a masculine energy, maybe a youthful energy in the Fool. Um, but right now, I believe it's all about this choice that needs to be made. Yep, we got the two of swords over here, so we know we're definitely I'm at a crossroads here. But we also see this, the moon that's up here. Right now, we're kind of about to enter into that waxing kind of moon, and it really brings intuition. It brings the shadow self about. So perhaps we're dealing with, a proposal of some kind. And I just had that read earlier about, whether or not somebody was going to propose to somebody. You can check that out in the Pisces reading, but the energies were way different than this. This here doesn't seem as detrimental as much as it does seem like you're putting off this tower, and you're kind of just in introspection right now. Do I move forward? Do I end this? Whatever it is. So you could be waiting on an offering, okay? And then once you get that offering, you're going to make the decision. But it looks like with the Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Garden in the Gate. We got the flags are green, so to speak. If you make the choice. So, and then you're questioning whether or not down here with the Six of Wands, is this going to be a celebratory act? Okay. The Six of Wands normally, in the upright position, talks about that there's going to be people surrounding you that will celebrate your victories with you, that you'll feel victorious. It's the victory card. But we're seeing the Six of Wands in the reverse position. So we'll take a look at that one as well, and maybe ask the questions why we're seeing it there. So maybe you feel like you failed somehow, or maybe there's a disloyalty, broken promises, disharmony. I mean, that makes sense, right? There's questions about this very top in the past here that kind of drug over into your present moment. But the truth is, I feel really solid about this, that you're doing this. This is the best introspection you can do. What do I move forward towards this, whatever this is? And the Knight of Cups does talk about relationships. It's emotional. It's it's adventure. It's he is the adventurous one. He is stealthy in love, so to speak. So it could be something that you're waiting on so that you can make a decision to move forward. So I think what we'll do is we'll pull some cauldron cards over here, and maybe we can draw out the questions that you're really trying to ask here. So fire sign Aries, what are we asking? Where is my harmonious relationship? Where is my happy ending? Because I'm not seeing that unity take place. Okay. The Ten of Cups is what it is, right? The beautiful story, the house on the prairie, happy ending. I say house on the prairie. It kind of tells you how old I am, right? But I mean, it's kind of that nostalgic, view that we have towards, love and relationship. And it's followed by the Two of Cups, which is the unity, the coming together. And obviously in the reverse position, we're not seeing that union take place. So, let's look at that as well real quick, so we kind of get another idea. So maybe you're in separation, right? Emotional block. There's an unreciprocated type of connection that you obviously feel like should be taking place, and it's not. So I am going to study this. Just give me 1 second and go. This nostalgia tells me that you are in love. You're trying to manifest something. I think you're being a little hard on yourself right here. That's what this tells me. Excuse me, I need to get a drink. Throat chakra. Yeah, my throat's dried up, so we'll just say that. There is no communication coming in on this to you, and that's what you're waiting on, so that you can make a decision. Perhaps you're wondering, maybe you've never really been in love, and you're wondering when that's coming in. So now it's followed by this Seven of Swords. This Two of Cups was followed by this Seven of Swords. So this is a sneaky energy right here. This is, what do I got to do to get a win here? What do I got to do to get a date? What do I got to do to get involved in this relationship? What do I got to do to push this person to propose? What do I got to do to, you know what I mean? So they're walking away, but at what cost? They're walking away, leaving a couple of swords in this kind of energy, like, I'll show you. So it kind of tells me that you're kind of failing to see that maybe this is just a cycle. If you're in a relationship, this definitely is a karmic type of a relationship where there's not going to be a win. Okay, there's not going to be a win-win until we do this right here. You have to do this introspection on yourself, because you're trying to second guess somebody else's moves, and that's what this kind of says. You're trying to predict that scenario. But we want what's best for you here with the Two of Cups. We want you to end up with this harmonious family. And I believe this will happen. It's in the upright position, okay? It's not in the reverse position. So this is still in the cauldron cards, telling you this is a possibility that's definitely coming and to take place. And also the possibilities that these are cycles that you're going through, okay? So, I mean, the world card is kind of a generic version of the world card here, but we'll take a look at it, okay? Completion, wholeness, achievement, and unity, okay? So that definitely tells me that it's in your cards. Right? Drum roll, please. Yeah, it's in your cards. And I'm going to keep going. I want to know more. I want to know when you're going on a date. Is it tomorrow? Is it the next day? When you're going to get married? When you're going to have a sexual relationship? Okay, but you're putting it into something here. We got the Ten of Swords. I don't mind seeing the High Priestess in the reverse position. A lot of people do, but it just tells me you're emotionally blocked on this. You're kind of definitely kind of in your head about it. Yep, most definitely in your head about it. Losing some sleep over it. But you're putting it into it, because this is in the passive position, so you're lightly putting it into it, okay? You're like, if this is a person that you've been chained to, yeah, followed by the star. Okay. All right. So what does this mean for you, Aries? What is this last run over here? We have these 4 cauldron cards. It's supposed to pull out this intuition, this insight, and that is what I believe the cause of this tower being put off. Okay. It's a decision, and it's funny. And I say it's funny. I don't believe in coincidences, but look, it's sitting right on the Ten of Swords. Okay. And it's pretty obvious, right? Right down the back, all the way down to the tail. It's death to all of these right here. All these things that are keeping you up at night and that you're worrying and troubling yourself. What's great about this, okay? And you're like, dude, get to it. And I will, I promise. Look, the High Priestess is upside down. It's in the dominant position, telling you you're upside down in your spiritual work, okay? And it's followed, the very ending is surrounding these two situations, which is what you're asking. What do I put in? When do I leave? Do I end this? Do I move? Right? With the Hermit earlier. And it's ended by the star. Okay. The star is this balance between your spiritual self and then your groundedness. Okay. And I believe that is your answer. Okay. It is that you are in your head about this. And that was so beautiful. I'm telling you, Aries, that was beautiful, okay? Look, I know what it's like to be in love. Butterflies, goo-goo eyes, and just head over heels for somebody, and it's just not being reciprocated. We saw that, okay? But the thing of it is that you wouldn't want to enter into that relationship with that state of mind in the first place. Come on, let's be for real, right? We're just going to be wearing masks. Those masks are going to come off eventually, And, that whole honeymoon phase, that's great. It is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. Everybody enjoys that. That is like the heightened, you know, emotions are crazy. This person's so perfect. And then when the masks come off, it's not so perfect. We don't want to go through that crap. Perhaps you've already been there. The Ten of Swords kind of tells me, yeah, there may be situations where that's, taking place, but you've put an end to it. Okay. And you need to gather in. The star is trying to tell you, to gather in. Look, we'll take another look. Okay, you got the world that's letting you, just reminding you of the karmic cycles. Okay, these are just things that we go through in life. This relationship, it could be reminding you this nostalgia of patterns that you're going through. That you get the rose colored glasses at the beginning, but then there's no reciprocation by the end, and so it's trying to really, it's really trying to bring you in to let you know, look, your Ten of Cups is definitely up there, right, top right. Uh, it's in your path, it's in your way, it's there for you, for the taking. But you need to remain in that hermit and introspect, and you need to become, say, the high priestess energy. You need to take on that aspect and look within, do some shadow work, draw yourself back away from this relationship temporarily, and realize that I feel like, for me personally, I just got this energy like it's right there knocking on your door. It's like going, I just need you to calm down. Don't get too excited. Don't jump too fast. Uh, you got some things left that you need to do, and it's that balance, that star. Okay, you really got to embrace your sovereignty, embrace that emotional self, and get, kind of let the fire die for a minute so that you can, um, approach without the mask. I mean, that's about as real as you can get. I really think what I find sexy is no fronts, no, nobody pretending to be something that they're not. That is eroticism. That is the true nature of, if two people could come together with that kind of honesty, that is like the ultimate, right? So anyway, I hope this helped you. I hope that, Aries, you find something out of that you pulled out of it. I know I get long-winded and I talk about a lot of different things, but hopefully there was something in there, a nugget of truth for you. So, you're doing okay. You're doing right. And if you're in a situation that's detrimental, move away from it, because I feel like you're a beautiful soul, and that there's something. Oh, I feel like there's something, about to come about for you. And who knows? I mean, it might be one of those deals where you move away from it, and then a week later, here comes Prince Charming, or here comes, the queen of your, you know, everything, your queen of your life. So anyway, I love you and I appreciate you stopping in. I hope to see you on the next one. Um, anyway, love you. Bye.